Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know, just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into the love you give me. We're diving to episode 17. I just finished reacting to episode 16, and there were all kinds of reveals. Wig reveal after wig reveal. So, Lord, at the dinner party, Jinxie spilled the beans that, hey, no, this is my baby. I'm her baby daddy. We're together. Bye, y'all. Mind your own business. With them like, yes, handle business. And then towards the end, we got the reveal that Su Tian was actually Miss Cao's biological sister, and he's out here been trying to find her, and he just found out that she's dead, and now he's coming to attack Midway. I'm like, Lord. So we're gonna dive into 17 and just see where this one takes us. Okay, so this episode felt kind of a little bit towards the end of last episode, where it was about healing these emotional scars, healing this trauma, forgiveness, all in that sort of vein. But first we had to go through some investigation, because basically what Minwei was saying in the opening scene was accurate when she was going off on them. Is like, basically, I'm not going to say anything to you, because she's like, basically, I could explain everything right now, but you are not going to believe me. Frame of mind you are in right now, you've already pinpointed me as the villain. Similar, if you've watched my Untamed reactions, similar to what I would talk about with Winning, where it's like everybody's calling him the villain. It doesn't matter what he does, he could explain everything perfect, blah blah blah, but they've already made up their mind that he is the villain. In this instance, they've already made up their mind that she did this thing to Su Tian, blah 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 blah, because a little boy heard some random rumor from some person that they looked like they were pushing each other or something, and he took that and ran with it. And now Jinxie's hearing this little bit of this tale, and he's like, is that what happened? I need to know what happened to Su Tian. And so she's like, you know what, I could say anything, but you guys won't believe me, so I'm just not going to talk to you right now. But later she's like, I'm still going to prove my innocence, because I don't want him out here thinking that his sister's murderer, which there was not a murderer, but I don't want him thinking that his sister's murderer is going out there unpunished, this, that, the other. So I want him to have some sort of peace of mind, blah, blah, blah. And I want him not to look at me with disdain and disgust and hatred in his eyes. So they started, finding people related to the case, witnesses, and everyone they found basically saying, I never said that she did. I never said anything like that. She's fine. What are you talking about? Find somebody else. No, she's fine. I never. And then they find the guy who's basically pulled her off the bus and gave the whole backstory, the whole flashback, and just basically confirmed, I didn't do a damn thing. All I did was, we were friends on this bus. And then as we saw in the flashback, Su Tian was actually in front of Minhui. And then Su Tian went back because she wanted to get her picture of her and her little brother. Which feels like unnecessary salt to rub in the wound. Because I'm like, in that instance, it's like, oh, the reason she died is because she went back for this memento of her and her brother. So I know. Her brother did not cause her death, but I could see him jumping to that conclusion, like, oh, if she didn't hold this picture in such high regard, or if she didn't go back for this picture, then, she'd still be here, blah, 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 which is true. If she didn't go back for the picture, she'd still be here. But it was just an unfortunate circumstance. Again, I can understand the picture being not one of a kind, it's two of a kind, because he had a copy as well. But I can understand it being like a precious thing that you don't want to lose. But when the options are lose this picture or lose my life, the picture gonna have to go bye-bye. Like, yes, I would love to hold on to this picture, but right now it is a very life or death situation, and I'm already going to meet these people anyway. Like, I'm going to meet Jinxie and I'm going to meet my brother. So whether or not I have this picture is not going to invalidate my meeting them. Like, if I meet my little brother and I don't have this picture, but he has his copy of the picture, I'd be like, hey, it's me. I lost my picture in a bus accident, but it's me. I love you. Hey. And if she goes to GNC without the picture, well, GNC don't care about this goddamn picture. That is not him. So, like, all things considered, going back for this picture was a terrible idea. I feel like that's obvious, but in the heat of the moment, you know, logic doesn't always prevail. So she went back for the picture, and unfortunately she passed. But you know, baby brother got some sense of closure, and with Jinxie taking him to the orphanage there towards the end, I feel like that's gonna help get him even some more closure and get to learn a little bit more about his sister and just put some good feeling, good memories in his heart when it comes to his sister. And Jinxie, like, I don't believe that he thought that she was guilty of it. Like, he kept saying, I don't think she's, I believe in her, blah, blah, blah. It's just that Minhui kept hearing the inconveniently timed parts of the conversations, and then she left, and then he'd say the part that would, like, exonerate him, and it's like, ugh. So I don't believe that he thought that she was responsible for Sutien's death, but I think, like, in that opening scene, he was legitimately curious. Like, he had not heard, at this point, he's not heard how Sutien died. Like, yes, he's done his research, blah, 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 years and years ago, but he never got the first-hand story. So, like, now the opportunity is presenting itself. He's like, well, I kind of want to know what happened. Not that I'm accusing you, but I kind of want to know what happened. But, you know, Minhui, rightfully so, got very tired of having to defend herself against Jinxie and constantly feeling like he just does not trust her, is not trusting anything she says, this, that, the other. So it's very understandable why she was upset and frustrated with Jinxie. It was understandable why little brother was, you know, pointing all of his hatred and attention towards Minhui, because again, he's finding out that his sister passed, who he'd been looking for all this time. It's a hard pill to swallow, and rather than doing that, he was trying to place the blame elsewhere, trying to find some demon, monster, whatever, that he could hate, something that he can put a face to and be like, okay, this is the cause of my sister's death, and I can try and get justice, and, you know, whatever. So I can understand where those feelings are coming from. I'm glad that that's all cleared up. It seems as though Minhui and Jinxie both ended up meeting at this tree again. You know, old habits die hard. So I'm assuming they're on the brink of another makeup when it comes to their relationship. I thought when they were starting to, like, reconcile at the end of last episode, I thought it was not necessarily too soon, but since we still had like 12 episodes left, I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like, theoretically, yeah, we could have them just be together for the last 12 episodes and be happy and have other drama pop up. And I'm like, I don't know if we're quite ready for us to seal them together. So even though they're meeting up together at the tree and it looks like they might be reconciling, I still don't know if we're ready to fully, like, okay, yes, they are fully together, committed to each other yet. We might still play the waiting game and wait a couple more episodes before we have that moment, or we might do it now and other drama is going to pop up. Who knows? But at this point, we've kind of closed out the storyline with Cal's boyfriend. So now he just has to go and, you know, I guess apologize, make it up to Miss Cal, and they can continue their whole love fest. Got Dr. Zhao, Daddy Zhao, and Shushu, who, you know, is growing on me. She's adorable, and she means no harm. So we've got that whole storyline that needs to develop. We've got Jinxie and Minhui who need to reconnect. We still have the whole Guanxiao plot line. They keep popping up, so I'm assuming they're not going away until the end of the series. So we'll have to see what other havoc they contribute to the storyline. Minhui and Miss Cal's boss at their company, who tends to like to side with the sexist sleazebag asshole other director of the company. I feel like there's probably some storyline we could bring them back into the picture with. Yeah. So I'm interested to see where they take things, but it was another good episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah.
Straight